The black stone used in the construction of this magnificent temple is not found anywhere in this area, but is found nearly 170 kilometers away from here, in this region of Satpura Hills of Madhya Pradesh. The temple, whose beauty and wonderful carvings, sculptures, pillars, its circular but open roof through which the moon shines in the bright night and makes the temple shine in the natural light even in the night, can mesmerize anyone. If you are thinking that it's the wonderful temple of Kopeshwar Mahadev, then you are completely wrong. This is wonder number 2 of our series of 100 Wonders of India. This is one of the most interesting and lesser-known rock temples of Maharashtra, the Anandeshwar temple, a small village called District of Maharashtra, hides a wonderful gem carved in black stone in its belly. This temple built in black stone looks very much like a fort from a distance, which is established on a square about a man's height. Though this temple is built in the typical Hemadpanthai style, the layout of the temple is very unusual. There are 3 shrines on all 3 sides of the assembly hall. This temple is built in such a way that a 3-petal flower is delicately carved in the stone, with a relatively small entrance on the 4th side. There are 3 sanctums and an open Sabha Mandap known as Swarga Mandap in the middle. As we enter the temple through the steps, decorated with sculptures of the trunk of Gajraja. What makes this temple different and special from other temples is the open assembly hall of this temple, supported on 12 pillars. The 12 pillars of this assembly hall are decorated with various geometric patterns and images of gods. This open assembly pavilion takes you to a different world. You can see the sky from inside the temple itself. On a moonlit night, seeing the moon from here must be an amazing experience. Another fascinating architectural detail is that rocks of different sizes appear to be joined or interlocked to hold the entire structure. In the afternoon, the sunlight plays all over the temple. There are many opinions about the purpose behind the creation of this open assembly pavilion. In Khidrapur in Kolhapur district, it is believed that the open assembly pavilion in a similar temple must have been a place for Tantric worship. Looking at the structure of this assembly pavilion at Lasur, it seems that this temple must have been built by people of the Tantric sect. The Nandi image is missing from the temple at Chiprapur. The Nandi image in the Anandeshwar temple is not very ancient. It must have been installed at this place later, from which it can be seen that it seems that the temple may also be a center of the Tantra sect like Khidrapur. According to the villagers, they are afraid to enter this temple at night. This fact also makes us aware of the ancient presence of the Dan sect in this area. Many such stories are hidden in the darkness of history. Gradually, the curtain on them will be slowly lifted. The black stone used in the construction of the temple is not found anywhere in this area. It is found far away in the Satpura mountain range, nearly 170 kilometers away from here. Now the question arises that 800 years ago from now, how these heavy stones were brought here. Then the answer is, the Purna River, which flows nearly 500 meters away from here. The stones must have been carried to the village area by the previous builders on large wooden rafts along with the flow of river. People still say in Lasur village that a stone square is visible in the main temple. A shivling is installed on this stone square and a small Nandi image is installed in the lower part. The structure of this temple is a little different from other Shiva temples. Ornate image pedestals are also seen in the 2 separate temple squares on either side of the main square. These 2 must have previously housed god images. The entrances of all 3 squares are very ornate and have pillar branches carved on them. The outer part of the temple is decorated with various geometric patterns and figures. The part of the square of the temple is made to expand at various angles. These are also found on the walls of the outer part. Today, only the pillars and roof of the temple are available. The part of the peak is not available now. It is probably collapsed. On the outer side of the temple, deity pavilions are built and various sculptures of Garuda, Vishnu, Narasimha, Sarvangi, Shiva, Govardhan, Giridhari, Sri Krishna, and others are carved on them. Many such stories are hidden in the darkness of history. Gradually, the curtain on them will be slowly lifted. The Anandeshwar temple of Lasur is a challenge in that regard. It is the only structure of its kind in Vidarbha. Not much written information is available about the history of this temple. Only 4 lines are written about this temple in the gazetteer of Amravati District. The name of this village Lasur is similar to the ancient place of Lona in Vidarbha. Like Lona, Lasur may also be related to Lavanasura. Considering many such possibilities, this secret Anandeshwar temple of Lasur is still standing.